Now, coming to part 2 of the poem 2.3, The Worm. Now, I will read to you all this poem, which is in 4 paragraphs. Yes, each paragraph has 4 lines in it. Now, going to the poem by Thomas Gisborne. Yes, Thomas Gisborne. Turn, turn thy hasty foot aside, nor crush that helpless worm. Now the poet is telling us that turn thy hasty foot aside. See students, sometimes when we are walking in haste, what happens? We sometimes crush the insects, we crush worms under our feet. So the poet is telling us, turn your hasty foot aside. Yes, look down, don't crush this particular helpless worm which is crawling on the ground. The frame thy scornful looks deride. Yes, the frame that sometimes we look at them very hatefully. Yes, we look at the worms very scornfully. Scornfully means in hatred. Looks deride. Deride means which expresses, our expression shows very unpleasantness when we look at a worm. Required a god to form. Now, this worm also was formed by God. This worm also required God to form it. So that shows in the first paragraph, the poet is telling us that we consider the worms very repulsive, very hateful, but don't worry. The same God who has created us has created the worms also. Okay. Now part 2, the second paragraph. The common Lord of all that move. Yes, the common Lord, the creator, God, who has created everything that moves. Yes, everything that moves means all living creatures. From whom thy being flowed. Whom thy being means our life came. Our life flowed, our being, our life, our existence came. A portion of his boundless love on that poor worm bestowed, and a small part, a portion of his boundless love, boundless means unlimited love, also went upon this small creature. The poet is again calling this poor worm a worm which is poor. Bestowed means it was given a gift of life. Same gift of life that God gave us, same gift of life was given to this worm. The sun, the moon, the stars he made. Now who made? He, God. To all his creatures free. And he has given the blessings of the sun, the moon and the stars to all his creatures. It's not like that the sun will shine only upon the human beings or only upon the rich people or only upon the very popular people. No. The sun, the moon, the stars shine equally upon everyone. Even upon the worm, even upon human beings, even upon the animals. And spreads over earth the grassy blade for worms as well as thee. And he spreads over the earth the grassy blades, grassy grassland, so much of grass. Yes, not only for us, but also for the worms and also for us. Yes, so everything God has given equally, not only to us, but also to the worms. Okay. Let them enjoy their little day. So the poet is telling, let them enjoy their little day. Yes, their little day, that particular small day. Because see, the lifespan of worms is very short. Some of the worms live for very short period. So let them enjoy their small lifespan, their little day. Their lowly bliss received. They are humble, very simple. Bliss, pleasure, received. Received by whom? By them. Oh, do not lightly take away the life that thou canst not give. So the poet is telling, you are not, you have no right, we don't have any right to take away the life that we cannot give to the worm. But who has given life to the worm? It is God. It is God who has given life to the worm, and we have no right to take away the life of the worm. Okay, so did you all understand the poem, students? Now we'll go with the figures of speech here. All of you all pencils in your hand. Turn, turn thy hasty foot aside. Now turn. It is thy hasty foot aside. It will be repetition and also apostrophe. Now students, what is apostrophe? Apostrophe means the poet is speaking to someone, like that person is in front of him. Yes, so apostrophe is a figure of speech which a direct speech is made to a person who is not present there. Okay, and the word thy means your. It is an old English word. It is an old English word. It is also called as archaic language. Okay, so the first line, turn thy hasty foot aside, is repetition as well as apostrophe. Now crush that helpless worm. So it is transferred epithet. Transferred epithet. TRANSFERRED Why transferred epithet? Because the helpless, the adjective is followed by a noun, worm. Okay, so transferred epithet. The frame thy scornful looks deride required a god to form. So now required a god to form. So there's no figure of speech there. The common lord of all that move, from whom thy being flowed. Yes, so here you can write the figure of speech is again apostrophe. He is speaking directly to us. Yes, a direct speech is made to someone who is not present. A portion of his boundless love, again it will be transferred epithet, on that poor worm bestowed. Yes, it is inversion. On that poor worm bestowed. Yes, bestowed on that poor worm is the correct order. The sun, the moon, the stars he made. Now this can be in an anticlimax. Yes, because the sun is very big, then comes the moon and then the stars. So it can be going in a descending order. So it is anticlimax. He made to all his creatures free. Yes, now again it will be inversion, free to all his creatures. And spreads over earth the grassy blade for worms as well as D. Yes, so now here spreads over the grassy blade, again is transferred epithet. Let them enjoy their little day. Now again it is apostrophe. Why? Because he is directly speaking, like the worms are listening to him. Their lowly bliss received. Oh, do not lightly take away the life thou canst not give. Last is an exclamation. Okay, students. So now if you go to see the now here there are few archaic words. Please take a pencil in your hand and mark this archaic words. Archaic words are nothing but old English words which are used in this poem. Yes, so here thy means your. Okay, then thee means you. Okay, thee means you. Then thy being means your life. Okay, so all these particular words are actually no more used in modern English. In the new English, they were used in the old English. Okay, now in this part, yes, we have done the poem explanation. I have done the figures of speech. Now in the next part we will be doing the English workshop. Okay, the English workshop has to be written in your notebooks. in neat handwriting. Okay.